Minutes from Mull across a channel as clear as crystal. A tidal island once used by lighthouse workers, where residents now aim to be a shining example of a climate-conscious community. We're spending a day on the Isle of Erraid, where 5 members of the spiritual Findhorn Foundation try to live sustainably, including Peter.
For me personally, it's one of the reasons I want to live here, is that we're kind of on Mull and we're kind of on the edge here, and so the more we can use the resources that we have here, that's given by nature, then the better it is for us, the healthier we are.
Environmental thinking literally runs through this remote island. Rainwater collected for drinking and washing, peat water flowing into the gardens, ready to be stored for a not-so-rainy day.
In the last few years we've had long dry spells in the springtime, and as climate change continues, the world becomes more unpredictable, and so does the weather. So we have to, it gives an added consciousness about how we're using it.
This island appeared in Robert Louis Stevenson's novel Kidnapped, and it's easy to see why people are held captive by this place. Those living here do try to live an environmentally friendly life, but doing that, they do face some challenges.
Look at that, ripe and fresh and delicious.
On their allotments, Jill shows us their harvest, but is honest about limits they have, cutting their carbon footprint.
So we have to have a boat to bring us over here, and that requires petrol, sadly. And it's also like rubbish here. We try and minimise rubbish, but it's really brought into focus when you live on an island because there's no refuse collection here. Everything we don't need has to get taken off the island by ourselves.
This is why, from plot to plate, they try to cut waste. Evening meals communal for residents and visitors. Tonight, 13 of us, using one cooker to reduce energy use. And with food supplies delivered just a few times a year to limit food miles, they must plan ahead.
Where we preserve food, but we also make things as kimchi or sauerkraut that will make the vegetables last longer. So it's very in your face. And that makes, I think, for me, I really like that because that asks creativity, where can we reduce?
Our day with this remote community soon draws to a close. They can't do everything, but they are a glimmer of a more sustainable way of living and a climate consciousness many of us can reflect on. Alan Jenkins, 5 News, on the Isle of Erraid.